Answering some quick questions can make using your SL3 a much better experience. Topics like 4K video or handling RAW files. We get lots of questions and I'm going to answer the most frequently asked ones here. You can skip ahead using the timestamps in the description below and find the specific question you are interested in. What are some of the differences between the Canon SL2 and SL3? Well, one of the biggest upgrades is in the video. The SL3 now features 4K video where the SL2 is limited to HD 1080p. This is great for people looking to capture more detail in their video footage. There were also some slight changes to the body design. The SL3 has a deeper grip for better handling. The built-in flash now needs to be manually lifted and the hot shoe lacks a center contact, so you'll not be able to use a manual flash or manual flash triggers that feature only one contact on the shoe. Does the SL3 have dual pixel autofocus? And does it have it in 4K video? Unfortunately, the benefits of dual pixel autofocus are limited to 1080p and lower resolution recording. In 4K mode, the SL3 continues to support movie servo AF, but the camera relies on contrast detection AF, which is slower but more accurate when focusing on still subject matter. Does this camera have an audio out or headphone jack? No, it doesn't. Since it has a small body, there would be no room, but luckily Canon did include a microphone jack, which is a major plus for videographers and vloggers looking for better audio. Can I use an external intervalometer with the Rebel SL3? Yes, the Rebel SL3 does accept the Canon RS60E3, which is a compact wired remote switch that has all the functions of the shutter release button. Which means that you could purchase a third-party intervalometer if you want that uses the same Canon mini plug. Now, if you don't want to use a cable, the camera does have in-camera 4K time-lapse movie creation with various time settings options, so you can easily create time-lapse videos in camera, which is a great way for telling a compelling story. Is the SL3 a good option to make overhead cooking recipe videos? And what lens should be used? Well, I really cannot overstate the value of being able to record in 4K, even if your typical output is only full HD 1080p. The additional resolution captured in 4K recording is substantial, and just like high resolution stills, you can capture a large amount of detail, giving you the ability to zoom into the image when you want to show as much detail and texture as you can in the footage. Now, for overhead shooting, I highly recommend using the EFS 10 to 18mm. It's an ultra wide angle lens, and this is great for shooting 4K video on the SL3. This lens will give you the right viewing angle to capture the dish or a broader space beyond it. It also features the stepping motor, which is the STM, which will make the autofocus fast, quiet, smooth, and precise. All those are generally pretty important for shooting great video. Can I use the SL2 battery in the SL3 and vice versa? Yes, both the SL2 and SL3 share the same rechargeable lithium-ion battery, the LPE17. And although it shares the same battery as its predecessor, the newer DIGIC 8 processor in the SL3 allows for much better battery performance, and it helps you double the number of shots from 840 to 1,630, which ensures that you'll never miss a moment during your travels. Can I use an infrared remote with the Rebel SL3? No, unfortunately, the Rebel SL3 is not compatible with any type of infrared remote like the Canon's RC6 remote controller. But better yet, it is compatible with Canon's Bluetooth wireless remote controller, the BR-E1, which has a 16-foot range and is more reliable and doesn't require line of sight positioning. Another way to control the camera is through the Canon Camera Connect app using remote live view shooting using the smartphone or tablet. I heard this camera can capture RAW files in the CR2 and the new CR3 format. Now, can I process my images in Adobe Lightroom or do I need special software? The SL3 can capture both RAW CR2 and CR3 files, which gives you lots of control over your image settings after you've taken the shot. But to open and process CR3 files, you need the latest Camera Raw plugin installed in Photoshop and Lightroom. Another way to process the files is to use Canon's digital photo professional software, which you can download from Canon's website. And something that I think is great is that you can now share and process CR2 and CR3 files on your iPad using Canon Camera Connect app and the new Digital Photo Express software. Personally, I recommend using the Canon software to process the raw file and then edit the image on whichever editing software you prefer. So that about wraps it up. If you have any other questions on the Rebel SL3, please leave them in the comments section below and let me know which Canon camera we should do a fact video on next. Maybe you want to know more about the new Canon mirrorless cameras. Take care, guys. Catch you in the next one.